Yellowstone National Park, with its mesmerizing geothermal features and stunning landscapes, is a destination that beckons millions of visitors each year. However, behind its breathtaking beauty lies an array of hidden dangers that can transform a moment of joy into a devastating tragedy. Today, we delve into two harrowing tales of animal lovers who, driven by sheer instinct and love, plunged into the park's boiling springs in desperate attempts to save their cherished pets. Liha Slayton, aged 20 years old, was on a cross-country move from Washington to Ohio with her father, Woodrow, and their two beloved Shih Tzu dogs, Chevy and Rusty. They decided to take a detour to Yellowstone, a place they had never visited. Excitement and curiosity brought them to Madison Junction, where their day took a devastating turn. As Liha prepared to leash the dogs, Rusty and Chevy eagerly jumped out of the car. A leak from a nearby geyser had created a dangerously hot stream. Rusty, in a moment of misfortune, burned his paw, and in his panic, he ran and accidentally fell into the scalding geyser. Without hesitation, Liha leapt in to save him, plunging into the 200 degrees Fahrenheit water herself. Her father, Woodrow, witnessing the horrifying scene, pulled both Liha and Rusty from the spring and rushed them to the hospital. Despite excruciating pain and a 16-mile drive without phone service, Liha remained conscious. Her injuries were severe. Second-degree burns covered 70% of her body, and third-degree burns affected 20% of her body. She was placed in a medically induced coma and faced a grueling path to recovery, undergoing 18 surgeries during a 4-month hospitalization. Tragically, despite the efforts of veterinarians, her beloved dog Rusty succumbed to his injuries. The heart-wrenching tale of Liha Slayton's desperate attempt to save her beloved Rusty in Yellowstone's scalding waters echoes a similarly tragic event from decades earlier. Both stories showcase the powerful bond between humans and their pets, and the extreme risks they are willing to take. Now, we turn to another poignant account of David Allen Kerwin, whose act of bravery in trying to save his friend's dog Moosey led to a fatal encounter with the park's deadly hot springs. On July 20th, 1981, David Allen Kerwin, aged 24 years old, embarked on a day trip through Yellowstone National Park's Fountain Paint Pot Thermal area in Wyoming. Accompanied by his friend Ronald Ratliff and Ronald's Great Dane, Moosey, they were looking forward to exploring the park's thermal springs. They had no idea that their visit would turn into a heart-wrenching ordeal. They parked their truck next to the nearby springs. However, their adventure took a tragic turn when Moosey jumped from the truck and ran towards the Celestine Pool, a thermal spring with water temperatures exceeding 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Unaware of the danger, the dog jumped into the boiling pool and began yelping in pain and terror. David and Ronald rushed to the spring, desperate to save Moosey. Ronald wanted to save his dog, but knew that it was boiling water. He and the onlookers yelled out, warning David not to jump in. David was resolute. "Like hell I won't," he shouted back, then took 2 steps into the pool before diving headfirst into the boiling spring. The spectators and Ronald watched in horror as David swam towards Moosey. Within seconds, he realized the severity of his mistake. The intense heat of the water was unbearable. David's determination was heroic as he was trying to bring the dog back to shore. He managed to pull Moosey towards the edge, but was soon overcome by excruciating pain and extreme temperatures. He disappeared under the water as he let go of Moosey, before returning to the surface and attempting to escape the pool. His friend Ronald, risking his own safety, suffered third-degree burns on his feet while helping to pull David out of the pool. David, severely burned and disoriented, stumbled onto the boardwalk, mumbling, "That was stupid. How bad am I? That was a stupid thing I did." His eyes were completely white, indicating blindness, and his skin was peeling off all over his body, revealing the extent of his injuries. Emergency responders quickly arrived and transported David to the hospital in Salt Lake City, where a burn specialist could do little more than alleviate his pain. Despite their efforts, David succumbed to his injuries the following morning. The emotional trauma for those who witnessed the event was profound. The love and instinct to save Moosey had driven David to a fatal act of bravery, leaving an indelible mark on all who were present. Moosey, sadly, did not survive. Her body was never recovered from the spring. If you enjoy a variety of true stories, please subscribe, like and check out this playlist for more true stories. Until next time, bye for now.